Sing. Okay. Is it working? Okay. It's working? Okay, sweet. How are the levels? All right. Are the levels good? Let's give this like 1 or 2 minutes and let some people shuffle in, and I'm gonna put up some, Oh, 1 second, my mom's calling me again. I'm so sorry, am I still on? Sorry, my mom just keeps... It's been a night. Alright, but we're here. We're making this happen. We're making this happen. Awesome. 1 moment, I'm just gonna take care of something in the background for a quick second. And then I should be ready to go. But first of all, I should probably ask, how are all of your nights going so far? Let's just check in. Let's just check in while I'm dealing with 1 or 2 little technical difficulties, and then we should be on our way. Because I had a promise and I'm going to fulfill it. There we go. And I think that should be handled. Hopefully nothing else comes up. But yeah, no, I get that, Jake. Same thing happened yesterday. I guess Wednesdays and Thursdays seem to be the hot day for everyone. But you know what? We have some people here. Why don't we start? And I think it'll turn out well. Let me just drop the link in a couple more little Discords. Promotions. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh my gosh, guys, please take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. Because I need to make sure I'm taking care of myself. If you're not taking care of yourselves, then I'll have to take you under my wing as well. And I mean, it would be fun, but at the same time, it's a lot of effort. You know? Alright, I think I've promoted in enough places. If this is gonna work, it's just gonna have to work. So why don't we get started? That is a significant amount of water, and hopefully it's a good amount of water. Anyway, I think everything's settled. Let's go ahead. I think this is the right scene to switch to, is it? Huh? Wait. 1 moment. Again. Decided my browser does not want to work again. Let's go back to intermission. Lucky I had classes and I didn't want to have them. Alright, 1 moment, I'm trying to fix this. What's going on here? Oh goodness. My perfectionist brain is currently killing me. Ah, frick. This is the bad thing to do live, but here I am. Astro, it's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me so much. Properties. Come on. Come on. That was the wrong thing. Window capture. Properties. Which one is it? What do you want? What do you want, honey bun? Which one? You want this? Cool. Let's do that. Are you behaving now? Cool. It should be behaving because I told it to. All right. So, first of all, guys, welcome back. My apologies for the scuffed start. Please let me know if you guys want me to adjust the music levels or anything, or if there's any other technical issues, because otherwise I may not know. And it's very important for me to know so I can fix it. However, we are starting part 2 of making Vtubers as D&D characters. How about it? Now, first of all, I promised Lucy that I'd start with them. So here they are, right here. First of all, they're very cute. I'm obsessed with this design, and I will say it repeatedly until I'm dead. Please don't kill me. I want to keep saying it. Yes, it is you. And look, isn't that so cute? Like Lucy, I wanna collab with you at some point just so I could be next to your cuteness. You're adorable. I'm obsessed. Anyway, follow Lucy. Because they're cute. Anyway, so here we go. For Lucy Dream. This is such a cool idea, Leedy. A little about me. I'm a dream deity that has the power to visit and create dreams. I enjoy messing around with people in their dreams the most, though. So definitely the first thing I'm going to say for this build is there is a spell where you can walk in dreams. Let me just double check what that is real quick. Let me just duplicate this tab and dream spell. Hey, not that. I don't want dread. I want dream. Yep, there's a spell called Dream. And it belongs, so basically it is for bards, warlocks, wizards, or Circle of the Land druids, specifically grassland druids. So we're definitely going to pick out a class for you that has specifically this spell in it. It is a 5th level spell. Is God a cleric or just a powerful wizard? God is a sorcerer, Jake. And so it is a really high level spell. And we're going to be building you at level 3 today, so you won't have it, but you'll have the potential for it. And so you're more of a deity type. Wizards are about study, warlocks are about deals, so I'm between bard and Circle of the Land druid for you. Now, because of your general vibe of just like you've got the horns, you've got the goat look, I just feel like you're the type of person to just also have the ability to shapeshift into animals, and that works well for a druid. So I think I'm going to put you as a Circle of the Land druid, but that's getting ahead of myself. I think we should start off by picking your race. So based on how you look, I'm going to go for satyr. Oh my goodness, my mom's calling me again. I'm so sorry. Baby, is that better? Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, thanks. Oh my gosh. Well, basically, let's go back to what I was saying before. So first of all, you are Satyr. So you have a creature type of Fae, which matches your whole dream vibe. You're also slightly faster than normal, and you can ram people. On top of that, you can jump very far, and you have resistance to a lot of different kinds of magic. On top of that, you also get to make a choice. Since you are a reveler, you sort of have a natural ability to perform, to persuade, and on top of that, you play an instrument. So because of the general goat look, the satyr thing, I'm going to pick the pan flute for you, because that's also something I personally associate with dreams. But if you want to change that, just let me know since you're here. Next up for your class, as we said before, we're probably going to make you a Circle of the Land druid. Specifically the grasslands. That one's like more related to the fields and such. And so druids are wisdom-based casters. They're focused around two things. First of all, they can control the battlefield. They're basically able to manipulate the world around them with their magics. And also they can transform into animals, which... True, Jake, I really like that. I like the thing about it because also if you think of dreams are nuts. Dreams are trippy. So I think Satyr works really well for that. And then overall, I would have gone for Bard, but I like the idea of the innate magic that a druid has. In my opinion, druids are a little bit closer to like clerics or sorcerers in the type of magic that they have, while bards kind of get it from their craft. Bards in my head are kind of a little bit more like wizards. So I think the druid fits Lucy really well. So when it comes to your proficiencies, I think you'd definitely be proficient in insight because you're a dream reader. And on top of that, I'm going to put your other one into Arcana because I feel like you'd know both kind of how to read people and how to read magic. Yes, bards are wizards that fuck. Bards are wizards that fuck, and they get everything that wizards can have. At least lore bards do. They can fuck and they can tell you to fuck off. It's great. So what else have we got here? So because of your circle, you get to have a bonus cantrip. Now let me think through these. So if you're going for like a dreamlike vibe, you can have guidance. Guidance is a spell where basically you can cast it, and then the next time somebody's facing like a struggle or the such, they can do a better job at it. Or what was it? No, not guidance. That one was for rolls. I was talking about resistance. My bad. I keep mixing the two up. Resistance, I mean. Guidance is more so for when you're trying to like achieve something. You're slightly more likely to have a success. I'm going for Circle of the Land because Circle of the Land gets the spell Dream. And Circle of Dreams is a bit more about the Feywild and healing, and it actually doesn't have much dream walking ability, not in the same way that the Feylock does. So, and the Feylock isn't really even dream walking, it's more so you can send somebody to a dream realm. But Lucy here specifically walks through dreams, so I wanted to give them something that can do that. That can go around, go into people's dreams and mess with them. So that's why I'm going for Circle of the Land, specifically Grassland, because that's the one druid that gets that spell. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think if you're more so gonna mess with people, is there... let me think. Ooh, this is a tough choice. I am going to go with... I'm going to go with resistance. I just feel like that's the kind of skill a Dreamwalker would, I just feel like that's the kind of spell a Dreamwalker would have. because you can encounter a lot of like different psychic forces when you're in the world of dreams. So resistance would be a good thing to have in order to prevent you from like taking harm from all that stuff. All right, forward. I'm going to be skipping spells tonight because I do need to get through a lot of people. And also, druids get to prepare their spells, so you can pick out whatever spells you want depending on the day. And of course, do know everybody that this is only theory crafting. If you want to make your own build for yourself or for someone else, or you disagree with what I have to say, this is, of course, isn't final say. It is just my theory crafting. Can you get minor illusion with this? Nope. Let me just recall. But I believe you can only pick an extra druid cantrip. Let's figure out what your abilities are. Let's see what the dice say. We're starting strong, starting strong. That's pretty good. You're really strong, Lucy. Look at you. Damn. Damn. Okay. So, of course, we're going to put this first 17 into wisdom. I think you're also pretty dexterous, so let's take the 16 and put it into dexterity. But you'd also be charismatic, so I'd put the 15 into charisma. Hi, Takeshi! We had a little bit of hiccups in the beginning, but it seems like we're rolling fine now. Let's do... Okay, so I'm going to put the 12 into your constitution, intelligence 11, and strength 10. Lucy, how does that look to you? Is there anything that you want to shift around? This is for you after all. Alright, it looks good. Now let's figure out your background. Where are you from? I kind of want to put you as a... You see, the thing about this is so many VTubers are like different kinds of deities and stuff. So I kind of want to try to like branch out and think about some other different kinds of backgrounds that just might be sort of carry the vibe of who they are without kind of being too much of it. So what does the courier do? I think this might fit your vibe. Let's look at your background function. So you kind of know about how things work, about how people work, and I feel like that's something you'd get from the background of courier. So let's pick out some more skills for you. First of all, I'm thinking deception. You're a bit of a trickster. What else? I would say, maybe animal handling? I feel like you'd be good with critters. Now let's pick out some languages for you. I feel like you'd know the language of the gods, the language of the demons, as well as the language of the devils. I just feel like that just works, you know? Infernal. There's Infernal. And let's go back to your abilities. I think I accidentally forgot to apply your increases. So I think we're going to put your... Let's do 2 increases. The way I build, I tend to build to like start off with even scores. That's just my thing. A lot of people do differently. But I think your 1 would go into wisdom, and then your 2 could go into charisma. I just feel like that fits your vibe well. So you end up with this. You have a 10 in strength, an 11 in dex... Wait, no, that doesn't look right. Let me apply these. There we go. You have a 10 in strength, a 16 in dexterity, a 12 in constitution, an 11 in intelligence, an 18 in wisdom, and a 17 in charisma. You're stacked. You're buff as hell. You're gonna destroy the world. And that's Lucy. So next up we have... There's one other person I promised would be near the top of the list. So we're gonna scroll down to them real quick. This guy right here. Yes, Lucy, a dreamwalker should be wise and charismatic. So that's what you are. Alright, so quick sip of the drink, and let's move on. Next up, we have Valcor Wintericed. And he says, well, my name is Valcor Wintericed, and I am a fallen angel and demon hybrid. I am also the next ruler of hell. My father and I have never met. My mother has disappeared, and I am cursed with immortality. Though I am not a vampire, I do enjoy blood. One might say I am the Lord of Chaos. This guy, first of all, his art's sick. Absolutely obsessed with it. Second of all, let's go and try to build him. So, first of all, when it comes to his race, my first thought would be either between a fallen Aasimar or a Drampier, because he do drink blood. So I'm just gonna look at the abilities of both and see which fits the best. Yeah, I'm not gonna do, just for my brain, I don't know the Mordenkainen Aasimar too well, so I'm gonna go for some of the original ones. So there's an increase in charisma. Let's see, healing hands, light bearer, yada yada yada, necrotic shroud. You know, honestly, I'm thinking wings, yes, but at the same time, so there's the wings, there's the frighten, there's necrotic damage. Let's look at you. Yep, he's got the wings for sure. You know what? Yeah, I'll go with the fallen Aasimar. So I'm going to switch over to the Mordenkainen version. Change race. And Celestial Revelation. We're going to go for Necrotic Shroud because it's basically the same thing. And this is going to be interesting. Let's make him medium because he looks like a big boy. Now onto the class. Let's take another look at him. Next ruler of hell. He's not a vampire, but he does enjoy blood. I'm actually thinking potentially maybe something a little bit more, possibly one of those subclasses that when you get a kill, you heal a bit. So part of me, Blood Hunter or Sorcerer. Do we want to include Blood Hunter in this? I know it's not official content. I was also possibly thinking Long Death Monk. But Shadow Sorcerer too. Let's take a look at let's take a quick look at the different types of sorcerer, why don't we? What types of sorcerer do we have available to us? Alright. Well, I'm thinking probably most likely the shadow magic. What do these guys get? Make a charisma, so it's harder for you to die. You get the Hound of Ill Omen. Alright, so this one's more so about resisting death. I think I'm gonna go for Shadow Sorcerer for now, unless I can think of something better. So I'm gonna go for Shadow Sorcerer. We're getting a lot of sorcerers out of this. I guess it's just the nature of how most VTuber lore is. Nothing against it. I'd put Lady down as some sort of rogue myself. Choose sorcerer skills. Alright. First of all, intimidation, definitely. Look at that face. I mean, it's a beautiful face, for sure. I just feel like it would be very intimidating. I feel like it could scare someone. I feel like he could scare people. You're thinking Lady's an artificer? I'm still working all of that out. I'm gonna go for intimidation and religion because of his backstory. For sorcerer's origin, I'm gonna go for shadow magic. And then for the metamagic choices, let me think. I feel like because of his dual heritage of like being half angel and half devil, he'd probably have transmuted spell because I feel like with that he kind of have the ability to like shift the type of the spells, kind of due to the fact that he himself is kind of split between types. And also heightened spell. I think he can kind of give his spells more intensity. And now for the abilities. Reset group. Confirm. Let's roll. We've got 14. We're starting okay. Still pretty good. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Well, this guy's gonna be having a bit of a rough time. Oh no. It's what the dice say though. Alright. Let's figure out where to place these. So of course the highest will be going into Charisma. Hi, nerd. Mercer, you're a nerd. Did you know that? Nerd? I think you're a nerd, Mercer. I think you're a big old nerd. I'm gonna be putting some into... Okay. Does he look like the kind of guy who has Constitution? Or is he more of a glass cannon? What do you think? I think I want to lean a little bit more in the glass cannon direction, because I feel like he'd have more into his other stats. Mercer, did you know I can stick my tongue out as well? You tried to challenge me by thinking I cannot stick out my tongue, but sir, I most certainly can. Take that, nerd. Fight me. Put that into Constitution. I'd say Wisdom, Intelligence, Dexterity, and Strength. That's how I'd put it. But I think I'm gonna increase 2 scores. So I'm gonna increase the Charisma, and I'm gonna increase the Constitution so he's a little less likely to die. Well, thank goodness, Mercer, that Fox is my favorite character to play. So, I like summoning a giant starship and crushing my enemies. How about it? He's not necessarily my main, but he's one of the first characters I played consistently. So, I think I'm gonna wreck you, Mercer. I think I'm going to wreck you directly. Anyway, onto the background. I'd say probably some kind of noble. Let's go for a noble. You've acquired boba, can I have some? I like mine half sugar with no bubbles in it. In the black tea. Give this guy a dragon chest set. Language, of course, he's going to know both Celestial and Abyssal because of split heritage. Well, then Mercer, why don't we just go Kirby versus Kirby? And that here is our lovely Valcor Winterized. He is a Fallen Aasimar, Shadow Sorcerer, with these stats right here, and he is a noble. Now, moving on. Who else have we got to get through? Now, from here on, we're just going to go through the list as normal. Let's see if I can hit everyone. How many replies do I even have? Let me check. I just want to get a quick tally of how many people I'm going through tonight. First of all, we have Shade right here. 1, 2, 3. Went over Milkman already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I already went over you, Jawbone. 13, 14, 15. Alright, so we're going over 15 characters tonight. Let's do it. I think we can make it. Alright, so let's start off. We're starting off with, let's show the rest of these replies. Alright. Shade Sister Underdark. I'm a ruler of hell with complete domain over the shadows. I come off wicked and cruel sometimes, but I'm actually super caring. I give you love bites if I like you. So from that description, I'm gonna go, because I just really want to build a Drampier at this point, I'm gonna go with the Drampier because she bites and Drampiers bite. I think that's some pretty simple logic right there. Alright. Once again, Drampier Shadow Sorcerer. I think I'm gonna agree with that. So we're gonna go load. Lineages. Drampier. Choose race. Class. We're gonna keep it as Shadow Sorcerer, though maybe some different meta magic options. We're thinking about more like a ruler. So I'm gonna say extended spell. Because you want to have a influence, but you want to have it over a longest period of time if you're like in control of people, you know? Yeah, they're like half vampires, kind of. I actually have a build in mind where I'm doing a Drampier Long Death Monk, which is basically, instead of being a martial artist, it's just like your standard like Dracula style vampire. And we're going to do extended spell and seeking spell. Because I just think that's cool. For abilities, reset group, confirm. We're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're hoping that it's good. We're rolling, and this is a little rough, but you can start with this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The dice are not liking me tonight. I'll let you know of that. At least is what the dice are saying. They're saying no. Not the 4. Not the 4. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, she doesn't need strength. Hey Zion, it's so good to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. Fun fact, we're getting to your character sheet soon. You know what? We'll do yours next. Low scores can make fun characters, though I have some theories about that, which I'll probably rant about in another stream. Because I did want to make... There's a couple of topics I wanted to like have discussion time in other streams with, like real D&D wise. And one of them is, what are good starting scores and sort of... What's the balance between a strong character? Because there's a... Look, I can get on so many soapboxes about this. This is like my passion. But basically, I see a lot of debate about power building, which is when you build a character to be mechanically very good, versus building a character for roleplay. And a lot of people consider those two to be very different things. You can only be one or the other. I don't agree. I believe one feeds into the other. So another time, I'll give you my real rant about that. But planned properly. So we're putting the 13 into Charisma. And let's put the 12 into Intelligence. Or I should say Wisdom. I'd put the 10 into Intelligence, Dex, and Constitution for the 9s. Welcome to the Elite Talk. Welcome to the Elite Talk. Welcome to the Elite Talk, where I just don't stop talking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 plus 1s, and I'm going to do 1 for Charisma, 1 for Constitution, and the last one for Dexterity. And for description, well, once again, because she's a ruler of hell, that would make her a noble. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be changing much here. These two character sheets are pretty similar, but in practice, they could really differentiate themselves by picking out different spells. Just for the sake of time and sanity and the fact that I don't really know these people too well. I'd like to. They seem really cool. What was I going to say? I'm not going to be picking spells today, but theoretically they could really differentiate themselves via their spells. So, on to the next one. We're going to hop back to Red Master, but since Zion is here, that means we're going to jump to Zion, because while she's here, she might as well get her time in the spotlight. So, Zion is a slug. They would like to end the patriarchy and enjoy the 1997 box office smash hit Titanic, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. So, you're thinking Triton? I'm thinking between Triton and Simic Hybrid. Because I believe Simic Hybrids can poison people like slugs do. Alright. Let's see. Yep, there's an acid spit. Yes, that is my wonderful, wonderful friend Zion. Wait, you know what I can do for this? You know what I can do for this? I'm going to give you guys something a little special here. Just for now. Just for now, just specifically for Zion, because Zion is wonderful. And like one of my favorite people ever. We're going to switch models. I'm going to switch models real quick. Oh my god, I'm transparent. What's happening? Shit. I broke. Wait, give me one moment. One moment, I can fix this. Let me get the chroma. Window caption. This is a terrible idea. Wait. I've disappeared into the void. Give me a moment. Properties. Wait, not properties. I need to go to, I'm going to properties again. Give me one moment, guys. Filters. Chroma key. We're gonna change the color type to, blue? What? Oh no. Let's change it to magenta. I just realized, no matter what. Wait, okay, I need to figure out how to do this because apparently all of the colors here get something to disappear. We're gonna change the key type to blue, and let me just change my background color real quick. I committed to the bit. I'm gonna complete it. Color picker, select. We're gonna go for just, like really blue. Right? Oh no, that's still not working. I'm still off into the void. Let's select the key color. Let's select color black. Hey, I love y'all. You guys are awesome. What am I doing? Oh, what is... Okay, this is, maybe I should just switch back. I tried, guys. I got really derailed. No, wait, I'll get this to work. I'll get this to work. Wait, one moment. Please, I can save this. I can save this. I wanted a bit. I'm gonna give me, maybe, let's try orange. Let's try orange. Key, color, select color. Is that, select color. Let's select orange. Bright orange, okay. My face still disappears. I am the Titanic. I'm Titanic and I'm marvelous. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Key color. Does key color work differently then? What if we just set it to like white? Oh, there goes my face. Okay, I'm gonna give this one more try, and if not, we're gonna have to figure out beeps another time. Shit. Pink. Wait, I'm already pink. Dang it, Mama Joku. Nothing against you, Mama Joku. I love you, but his face is gone. Okay. What's a place where I can... And I'm off into the void, apparently. Titanic and its doors, man. I know, right? Okay. Similarity. Key color. Let's select color. Let's make it more bright. Until it disappears. Right? Is that how it goes? This isn't gonna work, guys. I'm sorry. I'm putting away the slug for now. Well, Beepus came in the orange tree. Let's change that back. I'm sorry. I tried. Let's, what was the color I was using before? Time to disappear. Goodbye. Goodbye, I'm slipping off into the void. Leedy's returning. Goodbye, slug. Goodbye. That was a tangent. Okay. We return. Do we get Leedy back? Leedy returns! I'm back. Put me back in the corner, as I should be. There we go. I have some slightly fuzzy edges. There we go. Close. Alright. Yes, I have no legs. I am legless. I am legless and I am maidenless. I am legless and I am maidenless. Let's continue. So, we are going to go for the Simic hybrid because it spits acid like slug. Do slugs spit acid? I don't know. So ability score increase. I was actually thinking of making Zion a monk because I feel like Zion could kick people. So I'm going to do a boost dexterity. Your language, we'll ignore that because this is a animal enhancement. All right, let's pick a level 1 option. Underwater adaptation, so you can swim. All right, let's take another look at Zion. This is Zion. I'm thinking monk for this, Jake. I'm thinking monk. I'm gonna go for monk. I'm married to it. I like the idea of Zion kicking people. Outfit suggests monk. I'm right. So we're gonna go for a monk. So Zion, monks are like martial artists. You do karate. Your D&D self does karate. You are Zen and you kick butt. So, for what monastic tradition? Zion, are you a fan of spicy beverages? Or would you like, okay, there's the Avatar one. There is the one where you're a fan of the spicy beverage. You're the one where you astrally project. There's the one where you heal people. I'm gonna go with... Or there's the traditional karate one. How open hand is the one where, That's the MMA fighter. You want to astrally project. Sweet. You can astrally project. You get extra arms, fun fact. You get extra spectral arms you can use to punch people. Also the Goku class. The Goku class Sun Soul. So your proficiencies, I'm going to say acrobatics and stealth because I feel like you could be sneaky. A musical instrument. There is no recorder. However, I would do the flute because of the My Heart Would Go On cover. My Heart Will Go On. So I'll do that for the flute. And then, going ahead to your abilities, let's see if you are buff. Let's stow. Okay, we're starting pretty good. Oh no. Let's see. Okay, we're going back to good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, Slug is not too strong. Slug is unfortunately not too strong. We'll try our best here though. Dexterity. We're gonna go for tough slug. Wise slug. Armless slug. Charismatic slug and smart slug. Hi Spooter, it's so good to see you! We're gonna apply those and hope that Zion doesn't kick me in my sleep for these questionable stats. It's fine. It's fine. The roll with disadvantage when attacking ice or door is the main antagonist of Titanic. So you're definitely a marine then. Because you are the master of both the land and the sea. Unless you want to be a sailor. Yes, sailor. You are a sailor. An astral self monk sailor. A simic hybrid astral self monk sailor. That is what you are, Zion. And I'm so happy to know you for it. Because you're just wonderful either way. The Titanic enthusiast who can kick ass. And I'm here for it. Now let's get back to it, shall we? Next up, we have Redmaster. So, Redmaster says, big on fire, loves chaos, affinity for cards. Think that can work? You know what? It can. Because look at that dumpy. Look at that dumpy indeed. So, definitely human. We're going to go for a human here. Human evocation wizard. I like how you think. Because he's got a big staff. Big fireball energy. You're right. We're going to go for a human evocation wizard. I like that a lot. Do 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 do. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I was just skipping it. There it is, there it is, there it is. Look at that dumpy. Spoo duo. Alright, in extra language, I'm going to say primordial so we can speak to the flames. For class, we are going to go for wizard. We're going to go for our wizard. 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 We're going to go to level 3. And for the arcane tradition, we are going to pick evocation. Now, evocation is about explosions. You know what? Jake is correct. When you're making yourself into a VTuber, you might as well be everything you've always wanted to be. For example, look at this. I have wonderful tits. That motion was terrible. I really wish I didn't do that. Also, I need to stop being a shrimp. While I was doing that, I realized in my chair that I was being a shrimp. curled up into a little ball, so I need to lower my model a little bit. There we go. Alright, back to business. So, basically, as a wizard, first of all, wizard skills, I'm going to say investigation and history, because he seems to have been around for a very long time. Now let's figure out his abilities. Reset group, confirm. Rolling, 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 rolling. We're rolling kinda good. At least better than what we had before. What we had before, maybe our streak is done. These are a pretty well-rounded set of stats. I like these. I like these a lot. So, we're gonna give him some intelligence. We're gonna give him some charisma, because he's just a cool dude. I'm gonna make him mostly into, well, I mean, he is kind of chiseled. He is kind of chiseled. So I think I probably, for his wonderful dumpy, I need to give him some strength. Oh my gosh, Rue, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Rue is one of my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful siblings, and he's awesome. What can I say? Strength is stored in the dumpy. Strength is in fact stored in the dumpy. Now we're gonna go for Constitution, because Constitution's also in the dumpy. And Dexterity and Wisdom will just have to go. There's a lot of people in the sibling crew, but I love every one of us. We are such a great crew. And I'm gonna put him down actually as a athlete, because he looks chiseled. He looks chiseled, and I think that works. Mom and Dad got around, Rue. That is correct. Wisdom is in fact not in the dumpy, no. When you have too much of a dumpy, your brain just goes right out the window. What can I say? Alright, so the athlete has a driver's license and is also good at athletics and acrobatics. When it comes to the language, we gave him primordial before, but probably infernal because of fire. Demand of respect is in the dumpy. What is in the dumpy is your strength, your constitution, and your charisma. That is what is in the dumpy. Everything else is not in the dumpy. Everything else is in the booba. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Echoes of victory. Nice. Alright, and that is our wonderful Red Master. Nice. He is a nice looking dude. Next up, we just have Peppy the Platypus, who is in fact a platypus in a suit. What can we do with a platypus in a suit? Alright, race-wise, change race. Peppy's such a cool dude, though. I think we might actually make Peppy a goblin. I think a goblin rogue. I think you can flavor a goblin as being a platypus. I just think you can. And I don't know who can stop me except for Peppy himself. But I'm going to make him a goblin rogue. And class-wise, level 3, we're going to get rid of those levels. We are going to make him a rogue. And he is going to be level 3. And his roguish archetype, because of how suave he is going to be an inquisitive. He's going to be a detective. He's going to be a little detective platypus in a suit. Like, look at those inquisitive eyes. I think it works just perfectly. Look at that face. Look at that wonderful bill. Everything about him just screams premium intelligence. Now, back to the character builder. Let's pick out some proficiencies and expertises. First of all, of course, insight. I'd say also perception, he sees all. What else would I pick for him? Stealth. because he is Secret Agent Elegant Platypus. Zion, yeah, you know what? Yes, I will teach you about D&D. Yes, I will. And also, just performance. Because look at that face once again. This is a man who can take to the stage and take it over in an instant. Now, expertises. I'm going to put the expertises into insight and into performance. Because once again, that face. Perry, Perry the platypus. So here's a little bit about what the Inquisitive gets. The Inquisitive can basically has a really big boost to being able to tell if people are lying. And same thing when it comes to uncovering clues. You basically, it takes you less time in order to investigate something and kind of figure out how it works. So yeah, and also in combat, you're able to more or less figure out. You can figure out somebody's weaknesses, and then you sneak attack against them. Sneak attack gives you extra damage. Now for our wonderful platypus's abilities. Let's reset this group, and let's roll. 14, 12, 10, 5, 12, and 7. Peppy should have higher stealth without their hat. I agree. So we're going to put this into dexterity. Then this into wisdom. And this into charisma. Unfortunately, I don't think he can take a lot of hits or be very strong, but he's certainly smart. And for the increases, we're going to do 2 scores. And we're going to put extra into charisma. And maybe a little bit more into wisdom. Actually, no, I'm going to put more into dexterity and then more into charisma. You know what, Jake? He's just going to have to deal with it. He is a small platypus and he doesn't have a lot of health in him. He's a small platypus and he doesn't have a lot of health in him. What can I say? I mean, how much health does he have? Exactly, he's such a tiny platypus. Who'd want to hit him anyway? Exactly. Now, description. First of all, language. He'd sneak into his fellow platypi, so I'm going to pick in Goblin. The HP is stored in the heart, Mercer. We're going to make him an investigator. Because look at that little investigative face. Look at his old dapperness. HP is stored in the heart, aka the booba. Skill proficiencies, we're going to go for investigation. And animal handling. He knows his kind. He knows his kind and knows how to dress himself, so we're going to go for... Do they have weavers in here? I forget. I tend to think that there's something called weaver's tools, but they might not exist. Oh yes, weaver's tools do exist, so he can dress himself properly. Alright, and that is Peppy. He is a goblin, rogue, with these scores, and an investigator. So from here on out, we are reaching an hour into the stream and we haven't gotten to many people. So I'm thinking, do we want to skip the ability scores and simply go through the race, the class and subclass in the background? How many do we have left? Yeah, I think that's probably best, because I do want to get something to everybody. Hi, I'm Ano. I'm a Yuki-onna that travels the world in search of new places and people. I'd love to see if I end up not being a bard. So, no bard. That'll be interesting. Because this reads bard. This screams bard. However, let's try to go for something interesting First of all, wonderful choice of prom date, Zion. Could be a sorcerer. I actually don't want to go for caster. I think, so first of all, race. Let's look at this person again. What is a Yukiona? I think I want to go for, actually, I want to go for a Kalishtar. Basically, they are people who are connected to dream spirits. Or like otherworldly spirits. The Kalishtar are compound people created from the union of humanity and renegade spirits from the plane of dreams. We're gonna do a Kalishtar. Oh, Anno's a boy? My bad. Alright, yes, we're gonna make him a Kalishtar. How goes the character creation? We're trying to bust our way through at midnight. Now for the class, you know what? I think we could go for maybe a ranger. I think I'm gonna go for ranger. Getting a lay of the land and all of that. Now for level 3, ranger archetype. We are gonna go for, I think, for him, in search of new places and people, I'm gonna go for Horizon Walker because of the, I'm gonna go for Horizon Walker. I just feel like this is the kind of individual who would kind of be connected to like the astral realms, to other realities, and be able to take them on in battle. So for proficiencies, I'm gonna go for perception, survival, and since you're about getting to know people, insight. A lot of people getting insight here, but of course being a good VTuber character requires having some insight, doesn't it? So, favorite enemy, I'm gonna go for aberrations. Maybe not aberrations, maybe elementals, because of the ice thing. We're gonna have elementals and primordial. We're gonna go for Arctic. And for the fighting style, we are going to go for Druidic Warrior. And we're gonna take some Druid spells. We're gonna take Frostbite. And we are going to take, I'm gonna say Shillelagh. So then you can Shillelagh the loot and hit someone with it. At least it's my thought. And for background, we're going to go for a Far Traveler, because that's the vibe. Unless you guys have any other suggestions. What have we got here? Words, words, looking through and words, 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 words. Unless we want to go Phaelost. Now I'm going to go for Far Traveler. Entertainer to give him an instrument. That's a good thought. I like that. I liked it a lot. Alright. So, I just like giving people Celestial. It just makes me happy. Celestial and a loot. So, here's what we've got. We've got a Kalishtar, Horizon Walker Ranger, who is an entertainer. I think this is a pretty good setup. Now on from Anno. Oh my god, I love his design. He's so pretty. He really is. He's such a pretty dude. Ooh, this one's fun. I was looking forward to doing this one. This one is Teddy. Hi, I'm Teddy, an otherwise ordinary lab rat uplifted to humanity, or slightly greater, intelligence in an experiment. I escaped that lab and established my own where I survive by occasionally swapping cloned bodies, and now I reach out to the human world through streaming. Alright, so first of all, we're gonna go for Reborn because of the whole cloning thing. Oh yeah, no, 100% an artificer. No questions asked. This is an artificer. We are gonna find the lineages. We're gonna find the lineages. There they are, there they are, there they are. And we're gonna pick a reborn who's an artificer too. And then from there we'll figure out what they can do. Alright, so, Artificer Specialist. Alchemist, Armorer, Artillerist, or Battlesmith. I'm thinking, looking back at them, they don't seem like the canon type. I'm leaning to Alchemist. Yes, I agree, Jake. I'm leaning to Alchemist. So let's go for Alchemist. And for the infusions, what have we got? We're going to do Homunculus Servant. We're also going to do Mind Sharpener. We're going to do Armor of Magical Strength, because think of like strength of the body. And we are going to do Replicate Magic Item. And let's look through these real quick. Bag of Holding. It just works. I like the Bag of Holding. And there we go. So these are the kinds of things that our friend Teddy here can create on the drop of a dime. Is that even an expression? I don't know. Alright, so for proficiencies, we're definitely going to go with medicine, because the whole body swapping thing. Sleight of hand, surgery. And for tools, we're going to go for cook's utensils, because they are the closest to surgery supplies. Close enough. Close enough. Now, for the description, first of all, language. I'm going to go for gnomish, because the gnomes are inventors. And I feel like this person would have communed with gnomes at some point to figure out the technology. And for background, some kind of scientist. Thinking, possibly an is-it engineer? So it's somebody who's very much about explosive magic. And with that, you're also gonna get, I'm gonna do brewer's supplies, because I like brewer's supplies. And of course, goblin. Because all VTubers know goblin. Nice. And that is Teddy. Teddy is a reborn artificer alchemist and an is-it engineer. Now, moving on, we got Takeshi Bauman. It's in the TOS of VTubers, Goblin, I know, right? I know. That's just how it be. So with Takeshi says, Hi. I am an arachne from my evolutionary tree of Terractic spiders. My goal is to entertain and know a lot of different people. Bard. This is a bard. And now, this is a bard. I'm going to... I don't know if they have the spider butt, but they are... I want to say shifter for now. I'm going to say shifter since I do not know what their bottom half looks like. There we go, shifter. Change. We're gonna go for, I'm gonna say acrobatics. And for the shifting, it's going to be Swift Stride. And then moving on, for the class, we are going to do a bard. And since they're a classic, they're a good old class, reliable classic, we're going to make them into a lore bard. Level 3. right, you get to know a lot of instruments. So we're gonna build a whole band out of this fella. We're gonna do the band, we're gonna do a lyre, and we are going to do a viol, because I want that. By skills, let's go for performance, of course. One-man band with all the spider legs. Exactly, Rue. Exactly. We're gonna go for performance. I'm gonna say perception as well. Performance, perception, and history, because I know all about the world. For Bardic College, I'm gonna go for College of Lore. For expertises, I'm gonna do performance and history. And for bonus proficiencies, for being a lore bard, get more skills. So let's go for insight, for knowing people around him. Persuasion, because bard. And nature, because that just sounds cool. And now, let's go for the background. I'd say, as a background, we're not going to go for entertainer for this, because that's a little too obvious. We got to spice it up a little bit. I'm going to go for anthropologist. Let's go for anthropologist with skill proficiencies in religion. And then we're also going to pick out investigation, because I feel like it. Since related to spiders, I will give them abyssal, and elvish. And for origin, let's go for undercommon. Hydrate. And with that, we have our wonderful Takeshi. Takeshi here is a shifter, bard, lore bard, and an anthropologist. I'm taking a little sippy and moving on here. He made the snow wolf. Since these ones are a little bit more basic, we're just, instead of building them in the sheet, we're just going to talk them through. So Hime here, definitely also a shifter as well. I'd say probably more of the athletics and a little bit more of a, I was going to say long tooth variety here. Long tooth variety. I'm going to say, for kicking, I'm going to say more of a fighter. We're just going to figure out the class of the fighter, not the proficiencies. We're going to do the fighter. And let's pick out a martial archetype. I'd say an arcane archer. Simply because, I don't know why, she just looks like she'd be a ranged hunter. It's just giving me the vibe. Just giving me the vibe right here. And so we're going to do nature. And spell, we're going to do druidcraft. And for arcane shots, I'm going to say the enfeebling arrow and the shadow arrow. I just like the vibe of that. I know, right? I really need to play one myself at some point. I kind of tend to forget they exist. And then for background, I think we're probably going to go for another kind of far traveler, outlander. Outlander exists. I almost forgot about that. We're gonna go for an outlander. Now we went over Valcor, we went over Cherry. Let's go over Nami. And just a quick count so I can understand where we are in terms of time. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7 to go. We're halfway there. Alright. So, Nami, Queen of the Nine Hells. I'll be completely honest here, I was looking at her and I thought to myself, first of all, what a beautiful woman. Second of all, she'd be more of a patron. I think she would be a fiend patron. She's too powerful to be a character. If I were to have her in a game, if I were to have this Nami herself in a game as an NPC, I'd put her in as a fiend warlock patron. I just think that's the best choice. And I'm not copping out. That's just my honest thought. Now, ooh, wait, okay, this is cute. Let's put a little bit more effort into this guy right here. Yeah, though Rue, one of my favorite tropes is when the warlock's patron turns out to be the big bad. That's at least my thought. And so, now we have King Wolfen. King here says, ooh, I would love this. I just got into D&D. Okay, so my name's King Wolfen. I'm from a family of criminals, basically hired killers and mercenaries. My family would train with swords and use magic that would come from bonding of another creature called an ethereal. My ethereal is named Ishtar. The rest of my family died when I was young, and so I'm not a criminal. Me and Ishtar travel the world enacting justice and doing that by killing. But I mostly protect innocence, but I do as I please. My abilities are very skilled swordsmanship, increased strength, speed, and heightened awareness. The sword I have is bounded to me and will kill anyone who touches it. And then Ishtar is like a ghost who's inside of my person, and the ethereals are not very known. Only a few people know of them, and ethereals are bad, except Ishtar. If you want more info, don't be afraid to ask or DM me. And then there's the picture. Kalishtar! Kalishtar, 100%. Kalishtar. The Ishtar thing, the ethereals thing, that is a Kalishtar. Kalishtar Paladin. We're gonna go for Kalishtar. We're gonna go for a confirm Paladin. And I think if it's for protection, we are gonna go for a good old Oath of Devotion. And then for description, I'm going to say a knight. Just because the background, I just think it fits in with his backstory really well. So, for Wolfen here, that's what we are picking out. We are going for a Kalishtar, Oath of Devotion Paladin, Knight. He does come across as very lawful. You know, it's a very interesting character. I do like his character. Now, onwards. What else have we got here? Going back and moving on. Next we have Lewis. Lewis was here earlier. Too bad they aren't on now, because I really like him. I'm Lewis, just a normal music composer that got trapped into a mask because of a deal with a fae creature. Sometimes I can possess my body for a limited time. I play the guitar and sing too. For class, I'm thinking College of Glamour, Bard. But race, I'm a little... Bard would be too easy, you think? Bard would be too easy? Well, let's start off with the, we don't quite have the time for multi-classing tonight, Rue, unfortunately. Human, you think? Let's go for human. Let's go for a human. Actually, let's figure out a type of human. I think we can go for something a little bit more special here. There's mark of finding, mark of handling, mark of making, mark of passage, and mark of sentinel. What's mark of passage? So I think for the fact that he can kind of move in and out of his body a bit, I'm going to go for this because it just fits the vibe. I'm going to go for the Mark of Finding Human. Mark of Passage, my bad. Mark of Passage Human. And now for class, I think, let's go for Feylock. Let's go for Fey Warlock. So we are going to go for the Feylock. And in terms of description, I think I might also go Feylost. Let me think. Yes. Feylost. Let's go for the Feylost. Say Songhorn for now. I don't know quite what music he plays. And for language, of course, Sylvan. So, we've got this, we've got Sylvan, and I just like Primordial. I just like giving characters Primordial. It's just fun. So what we have here is, for our lovely Lewis here, we have a Mark of Passage Human, Feylock, who is a Feylost. So very much Fey vibes all around, but I think it ties together pretty nicely. Now, moving onward. Next up, uh-oh, Cheeky Spider Boy is on the hunt. We have Ego Lycosa. So once again, this is a little bit more simple. So we're just gonna take a quick run through. For spiders, I have been going Shifter, but though I think here, because he's got the big old tooth, we are going to go for a Drempier. I'm gonna say, theory crafting wise, the Drempier is something else that bites. What here has bites? I'm just gonna go for Drempier. Unless I can think of something better. Go for Drempier. Class-wise, Hunter. Let's go for a Ranger. I like the idea of going for a Ranger. And then with this Ranger, let's pick out some proficiencies. I'm going to say Nature, Stealth, and Survival. And level 3, Ranger archetype, I'm going to go for Monster Slayer because I think that's cool and I think it fits his vibe. He looks like a Monster Slayer to me. Now for the background. Background... He's got drip for sure. That's a really nice jacket. I'm going to say... I'm going to say a spy. I'm going to say a spy. He seems like a spy to me, a spy ranger. I like the vibe of that. Of course, he gets skills from it, acrobatics because spider, and dice set because I think that's cool. And now onwards. So for him, we have a Drempier, Monster Slayer Ranger, Spy. And there we go. That's Ego. Now we've done Jawbone before. We've got just a few more to go. 1, 2, and 3. Let's do this. First of all, we have Jackal, a reborn Nekomata, well, as already says reborn, who enjoys mischief and chaos, loves to sneak up on you, loves games and pranks. I'd say Trickery Cleric. Trickery Cleric. It says reborn Nekomata, but that's a little bit too easy. I'd actually go for Hexblood with this because the Hexblood is more like being tied to a hag. And I think mechanically that would work really well for the vibe going on here. So I'd say, where are my lineages? I love these lineages, can't you tell? We're gonna go for Hexblood. And for class, we are gonna go for a cleric. I'm gonna go for a trickery cleric. Because the trickery cleric is a lot about doing like psychic damage and messing with the mind and all of that. Cat girl healer, exactly. Description wise, I'm gonna go for urchin. I just think it fits the vibe. Also get a pet mouse. Fun fact, as part of your gear, as an urchin, you automatically get a pet mouse. I just think it's funny. I think it's one of the most hilarious things in D&D, and every single time I play an urchin, I make good on the fact that I have a pet mouse. It comes into play at some point. Now, Tom and Jerry vibes, exactly. Exactly. So, on to Penguin. Obviously an Aarakocra here. Super tough and super angry and you want to take over the world. Aarakocra Barbarian. Hi Sammer, it's so good to see you. We are just got a couple more of these to get through. We're almost to the very end of finally giving... Aww, Rue. I'm finding it, I just wanted to make sure I got through everyone and I couldn't get through everyone the other day, so I'm just finishing everyone up. We've got 2 more to go until I've touched on everyone. Alright, we've got... Hi, I'm Pingu, the general of the Penguin Sliding Squad. I'm super tough and super angry, and I want to take over the world. World domination penguin. Aarakocra. No question of it. Aarakocra, and I'm going to say Barbarian, because I like the vibe of that. World domination penguin Barbarian. And then the Primal Path. I think Path of the Storm Herald. Path of the Storm Herald with an aura of tundra and toughness and evil. For description, I think we're going to go for, Barbarian tribe member. Simple, easy. You are part of the tribe of the penguin and you shall take over the world as tribe of the penguin because you are the king of the Penguin Sliding Squad. This is your Penguin Sliding Squad. Alright. Ooh. Oh, I like this one. Cress. Oh, damn, they're pretty. They are indeed pretty. This is a banger to finish off with. We have Crestane Silversail. Gender fluid dragon newt that inherited magic from mom's side of the family dragons and learned martial arts from dad's. I'm going to say Way of the Ascendant Dragon Monk. I know it sounds obvious, but at the same time, it just works. It just works. This is what they're built for. They are an Ascendant Dragon. And I'm going to say elf, because they do look like an elf, even if they are half dragon. It's really the mark of what kind of elf. I'm going to say pallid elf, because those are more like moon elves, and I think it fits their look. So we're going to go for a pallid elf, and we're going to go for a monk, and we are going to go for... Let's level you up to 3 real quick. And we are going to go for Way of the Ascendant Dragon. Because you can just do dragon stuff, and it works. It works too well. And then for description, some kind of Alright, let me look back at them again to think of a description here. Inherited magic from mom's side and learned martial arts from the dad's side. Can breathe underwater too, something related to the water. Maybe they're a sea elf? Maybe they're a sea elf. Let's go for shipwright. Because it just fits the history. And then for race, I'm going to change the pallid elf to the sea elf. Because they swim. So, we're ending off here with the wonderful Creston Silversail as a sea elf, Way of the Ascendant Dragon Monk, shipwright. I think it works really well. So with that, I have to say, of course, to everybody here, thank you for stopping by, and thank you so much for putting up with all of my technical difficulties, of which I seem to have had many, but it was really good to have you all here, and I do hope you're taking care of yourselves. Now, I should probably send you off to a friend. And thank you guys so much for coming. It was so fun to host. I really hope I can do many more of these for you guys. Tomorrow I'm doing a Am I the Asshole style trial. And I should probably send you off somewhere, shouldn't I? Let's find someone to raid. How about it? Oh, Arsenal's streaming. Let's send you over to him. He's currently, it's also a D&D stream, so that works for the topic-wise. And he's talking to another friend of mine, Yato. So, I think we should all head over there and pay him a little surprise. How about it? Well, bye-bye. Good to see you all. Let's go.